Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto was trained by Tobirama and was reincarnated into the future. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea, and it is also the 15,000 subscriber special. And yeah, as for why I went with this idea, there were too many ideas that were sent by you guys which were awesome and cool. And yeah, I couldn't do them all in the same time. I was confused as hell and I couldn't make the video yesterday as well because of that reason. Because many ideas were bangers and I was just scratching my head left and right, pulling my hair out, what should I do? Because I did not want it to offend the others while making the idea of one. Because yeah, you guys went all out on this, man. Hands down, yeah. Those were some badass cool ideas. Don't worry, I will be making them into movies and short movies one by one. And as for the 15k, yeah, it was sort of like a pressure to me now because I said so that I will be releasing this and I haven't been able to do so for quite a while now. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It was the only solution that I could think of, so please don't be mad, okay? Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Story begins on the outer skirts of Konoha Sato, inside the forest, in the midst of the Second Great Shinobi World War. As we see, there stood a heavily injured and exhausted man with white hair and blue armor. This man was none other than Tobirama Senju, as in front of him stood two of the young primal shinobis, his students, Danzo Shimura and Hiruzen Sarutobi. As he then said, "Listen to me, both of you. The backup is gonna be here anytime soon, from the enemies. If we fight all of them together, we might not make it out of alive, not any one of us. I'll buy you some time, I'll hold them here. You two make your escape. Sensei, we can do this. Let us fight with you. You have taught us to never turn our back from the battle. It is our time to protect you, please." "No. It is your time, Hiruzen, to protect the village." "What? What do you mean by that, Sensei?" said Hiruzen, as Danzo, understanding, then said, "He is passing the hat to you. Isn't that right, Sensei?" "Yes, Danzo. And I want you to continue your project that you have been working on, because I know there will be a time when Hiruzen will hesitate. You'll be acting as the shadows of this village." I will. Now go." As Hiruzen stood there, "Go, Hiruzen, this is my final order to you, and don't look back." As Hiruzen, clenching his fist, had no other choice but to leave. As now we see the newly instated third Hokage and his, teammate then left, as Tobirama stood there alone, waiting for the enemies. And soon enemies began to appear. So, taking out his katana, which was laced with a seal known as Harishin no Jutsu, the Flying Raijin, he began to conduct his series of attacks until his dying breath. And soon he too was exhausted because the reinforcements were quite large in number. But then he had help. Somebody was knocking them out with rocks, from what it seems, and was helping him. So, not giving up hope completely, he continued to fight, and somehow by some miracle he was able to survive that day, panting heavily. As that is when he saw that everyone was knocked out or dead, he disappeared and arrived where he saw the trajectory rocks coming from, as it was from a huge tree. As there, after arriving, he saw a child hunched down there that looked quite thin, almost like skeleton. As the blonde-haired kid, immediately being scared, then turned towards him to shoot another rock that was loaded completely in his, wooden launcher that he made by himself, as it was halted by Tobirama. "You helped me. You're the Hokage of Konoha, right?" "Yes, I am. Or was." "What?" "Long story. Why did you help me, kid? And why are you here? Don't you know there's a war going on?" "I know. We were coming to Konoha. And a few weeks ago, my parents and we were ambushed. I don't know who they were, but they killed him. They killed them and took our stuff. I was able to survive thanks to my parents, and I have been surviving on my own since." As Tobirama was quite shocked, a kid in the midst of war was able to survive on his own for 3 weeks. And not only that, was able to launch rocks at such blinding speed and with such accuracy that it caused many of the shinobis to be knocked out cold and in return help out him to survive. You helped me, and because of you I was able to live through this. Is there anything I could do to you? Train me then. What? Train me then, old man. I want to be strong so that I can protect those who I love. And never would I ever have to go through this again. As after that, Naruto was shaking back and forth. Who are you, kid? My name is Naruto. Naruto Namikaze. And with these words said, he passed out from adrenaline and from the exhaustion in his arms. Oi, are you okay? After checking his pulse, Tobirama sighed. He's okay. I gotta get out of here. There are many shinobis coming towards this location. As after that, sensing that more reinforcement might be coming, Tobirama not taking a chance, using a little bit of chakra that was within him, he pushed himself and arrived at the gates of Konoha, where his people took him in, and both him and the kid were taken to the hospital, where they spent it the whole night. As now we see, Tobirama was the one who woke up first, as he was now brought to the Hokage office. Sensei, here, I think you know, Hiruzen. I have decided to step down. I can tell that I am getting old, and you were the right choice to make it as Hokage. And as for Homura, Koharu, and Danzo, they will help you, and so will I, as long as I'm alive. This war is yours to win, Hiruzen. Make us proud. And so that is what Hiruzen did. Under his guidance, the Second Great Shinobi War was won, and everyone accepted him as the professor as well as the strategist that was quite cunning. And Iwa, Kumo, and Kiryu were defeated. As now we see, at that time, the kid was still in Tobirama's thought that was, well, knocked out cold and was resting because of malnourishment as well as of what he was able to do and able to survive for 3 weeks on his own in the forest. As he was within the office making sure that Hiruzen was getting used to it. Sensei, said Hiruzen while doing his paperwork, if you are going to ask me how to do paperwork fast, that is a tradition that my Nissan put it up, even before I became a Hokage. The Hokage must figure it out himself. It is sort of test for him. Seriously, you're not gonna tell me there's heaps of paperwork, even after this goddamn war? Sensei? Sensei? Huh? What? Why are you out of it? Said Hiruzen to Tobirama, as Tobirama then said, oh, nothing, it's just that the kid. Oh, you mean the kid that saved you? Yes. Well, I gotta say, that kid had quite an arm on him and quite an eyesight. Even if they were stones, he, well, took quite some shots. Must be lucky. Wouldn't it be? Said Hiruzen jokingly. No, Hiruzen. That kid has survival instincts. I could see it in his eyes. He was trying his hardest to survive as best as he could. And at his age, that is not possible. Normally his age kids would be the most easiest prey and target out there. But he was able to hold his own for almost a month. And was able to defeat more than many Jonin shinobis heading towards my way. I owe him my life. What are you gonna do to repay him? He asked me one thing though. What? To train him. You can't be serious. You were and are the goddamn Hokage. I am not the Hokage anymore. You are. If anything, by chance and far long stretch, I am the head of the Senju clan now. I am gonna watch over my sister-in-law as well as my niece and my nephew. I see. And I'm gonna watch over that boy as well, that Namikaze kid. He had a lot of guts, and I see a future Hokage in him, like I saw it in you. Really? Yes. When the time is right, and if my prediction is correct, you will make him the Hokage. I see, Sensei. As now we see, in front of his students, he left after that to check up on the boy, as that is when Danzo said, that boy, I don't think that he is a normal person. Are you being jealous, Danzo? Said Koharu. I mean, he's a goddamn kid who's seemingly 8 and 9 year olds at tops, and you're jealous of him? No, I'm not. I mean, I would be, said Homura, teasing Danzo. I mean, he will have Sensei all to himself, and he will be trained by him. Who knows, Sensei might teach him his secret techniques that he didn't even teach us. I said I'm not jealous or anything. It's just that it is suspicious. Why were the Namikazes there? The kid said they were heading towards Konoha when the war started. And as we all know, they were attacked by some shinobis. And God knows who they were. But whoever they were, the kid lost his family to them. Many of us did. Come on, Danzo, said Hiruzen. Give the kid a break. And if Sensei wants to train him to repay for the favor, then so be it. I guess you're right. We will, or I will, keep an eye on him though, to make sure that he is loyal to Konoha in the future. Alright. As after that we see Naruto woke up finally after 2 weeks of war ended. Because of the malnutrition and tiredness of 3 weeks, he has been in comatose state for almost 2 weeks straight. As after waking up, Tobirama was by his side. Easy there, kid. I remember you. Here, drink some water. As after drinking the water, he looked towards the kid and asked, What is your name? My name? It's Naruto. Naruto Namikaze. Now tell me, Naruto, what were you doing in the forest? My parents and I, we were going to Konoha. Everything was so peaceful and suddenly there were shinobis rushing from everywhere. And we got in the middle of it and my parents were killed. Everything we owned was taken. I was told to run and not look back, but I hid and watched everything. They wore red armors. And I know who wears red armors now. Eva. Eva, was it? I'm gonna have my revenge on them. Listen to me, kid. I at one point thought the same as you. On the Uchihas, when the villages were not formed, and when I was younger, and the clan warring era was at its top. I don't understand. What I'm trying to say is I was once like you, trying my best to get revenge on those who have taken my little brother away from me. But you know what? Revenge is not important. Those were my parents. We were a happy family, and you were saying that I don't have to take any revenge for their deaths? Those people mocked and laughed at my parents' deaths. And I'm not gonna sit still. That I'm not gonna train you, kid. What? If you're only training with me for the reason of just taking revenge, then no, I'm not gonna train you. Fine. Then don't train me. As Naruto tried his best to get up, but he fell down. What the? You have been in coma, kid, for 2 weeks straight because of malnourishment as well as because of, well, the adrenaline for survival. God knows how you were able to survive, but you were lucky. And you wanna go out there all by yourself without any tools to survive again? This time they might even finish the job. As Naruto then glared at him. Even if they do, I will fight to my dying breath. See, now that is the spirit. But if you put it all to revenge, you will be the one in the end who will be burning, not them. Then what should I do? Let me teach you, and then you decide. Okay? Don't decide so urgently. If you find those people, then I won't stop you. But remember this. If you are solely focusing on revenge, then I won't teach you. I see a lot of potential in you, kid. You have the skills and as well as the eyes of a survivor. And you have a lot of potential within you, sealed, untapped. If I am to take you as my student, I am gonna put you through the dirt and ground to make sure I will pour out each and every ounce of that potential. I am ready. Are you now? What? What do you mean? I said, are you now? As Naruto looked down, I don't understand. You said that you will teach me if I... Listen, kid. You originally decided, as soon as I told you that you're not ready, to train with me. Prove it to me in a way that you are able to learn. You see this? These are the techniques to unlock your chakra and the basic jutsu. If you are able to learn and comprehend these on your own, only then I will consider you as my student and teach you. As now we see, Naruto took that scroll and said, "I will meet you after 1 week. Meet me at the Hokage office. Within 1 week later. You have 1 week worth of time. Until then, Naruto." As after that we see Tobirama got up and left, as Naruto was left there with the scroll. As soon as he left, we see there stood Sakumo Hatake, an Anbu, and a legend in his own right, Hokage-sama. "Is there anything I can do?" "Well, Sakumo-san, there is one thing. Watch out for that boy, and see how he does. But make sure you don't help him too much. Knowing your reputation, you will help." I guess I do tend to go easy on them, don't I? Yes, young one, you tend to too much. As now we see, Sakumo was given the charge to watch over Naruto. As now we see, Naruto began his training on his own in the training ground that was Training Ground 7, or labeled as such. It was mostly abandoned and now was training haven for Naruto. For the first 2 days, Naruto began to just do nothing, just sit down and open the scroll and stare at them. As Sakumo was quite confused because usually the Genins or kids would just rush to try out the techniques, but that kid seemingly was doing something more than just staring at them. He was analyzing them from what he could tell, and his hunch was proven right when the third day arrived and Naruto just made a single hand seal, focusing completely without even opening and looking at the scroll, as he was suddenly covered by purple chakra, which was so potent like Hashirama that cracks began to form everywhere around him where he was seated. His chakra is potent like Hashirama-sama, but instead of healing, it is destructive. That is something entirely else. What kind of monster did Tobirama-sama picked up? Only time will tell. As now we see, Naruto's eyes suddenly opened, and Sakumo was quite surprised that he was staring straight at him. "Who are you? Are you an enemy?" As Sakumo saying that his cover was blown, then jumped down. "No, kid, I'm not an enemy. I was ordered by the Hokage-sama to watch over you and how he trained." "I see. So he doesn't trust me." "No, it's not that. He, wanted me to make sure that you won't hurt yourself." "What? Why would I do that? I mean, he gave me these scrolls to learn, didn't he?" "Well, usually the kids would just rush in and, get themselves hurt. But you just sat down there for 2 days straight and did nothing more than stare at them, analyze them." "Yeah, I have to study them completely to understand how they work before I try it, right? And from the looks of it, I was successful." "Yes, you were, kid. You have a lot of potential, as Tobirama-sama said, within you." Who are you actually?" "My name is Sakumo Hatake." "I see. Thank you, Sakumo-san." As after that, we see that Naruto and Sakumo throughout the week became good friends, as Sakumo would watch over Naruto like a little brother, since he was young too at the time and only had a girlfriend and didn't marry yet. As on the other side, he was also getting a lot of knowledge and complete guidance from his other peers, his senpais, Danzo, Homura, Koharu, as well as Hiruzen himself when he had the time actually. And Tobirama was not alone in teaching him alongside them. Mito Uzumaki, after finding out what happened to the poor boy, also took him in when he showed interest in the Fuinjutsu skills. And he was quite proficient in memorizing most of the seals immediately, which her granddaughter, to her dismay, had quite difficulty learning into. The little Tsunade was just like her grandfather, always up to no good, and through her, Naruto was actually able to meet her, Tsunade. As Naruto and Tsunade quickly became friends, she became quite attached to him as well, because Naruto would usually focus, but whenever he wanted to, he would also treat her respectfully and gently. Much courtesy of, Mito herself, because she saw something in him, a potential in him that she once saw in Hashirama, a husband material potential for her little Suna. And she could see in Suna's eyes that she held the feelings for the boy, and the boy herself usually just blushes and looks away whenever, Suna would say something quite awkward and odd. And soon after that, we see Naruto was an integrated part of their family and would even live with Tobirama himself while being trained by him. And soon after that, Tsunade herself was taken up as a student after her academy years were completed, and she was teamed up with none other than Jiraiya and Orochimaru. And through her, Naruto met the two of them, who became his good friends as well. Well, more like both of them didn't become friends. They became friends through Naruto and Tsunade. Jiraiya and Orochimaru, I mean. Because Orochimaru had quite keen interest in intelligence of Naruto and his ability of just seeing things first, analyzing them, and then taking a decision. As on the other side, Jiraiya, well, liked his cluelessness of silly things that he usually does, and his, well, reactions to seeing naked pictures of women that he would usually show. As seeing the kids playing and training like this, Hiruzen and the other peers would smile, and so would Tobirama. You know, Sensei, I guess Naruto in his own way has become a part of us all life, right? Yeah, I guess you are right. The kid has a lot of potential still that is untapped. This is wasteful for all of them, said Danzo, as all of them looked towards him. Listen to me, Danzo. I know that you want what is best for this village and strong shinobis, and you fear that there might be a third grade shinobi war just because there are some skirmishes going on left and right. Doesn't mean that there will be a third grade shinobi war that would happen. But what if it does? It won't. But Sensei, I mean, I kind of agree with Danzo here. From Amegakure, Hanzo the Salamander himself has been declaring wars on minor villages. If not a world war, then a minor war might happen between Konoha and him, since he has captured most of the countries like the Snow Country and so on. He needs to be stopped. Hanzo the Salamander is not important at the moment. What is the growth of these future children, said Mito. They will become strong in future, and if Hanzo tries something, we will be here waiting. As now we see, time began to pass by as their training went forth, and Naruto, alongside Tsunade and Jiraiya and Orochimaru grew up. Now, Tsunade, Orochimaru, and Jiraiya were tasked by their sensei, which was Hiruzen, to go out on a journey to become, well, summoners like he did, as the final test. And as for Naruto, Tobirama put him through dirt alongside with Mito and his other senpais like Danzo, Koharu, Homura, and Hiruzen himself. And Naruto, without having any summons, became the most dangerous and strongest shinobi out there. If anyone could hold a candle or title to both Madara and Hashirama's title like God of Shinobi, it was him, Naruto Namikaze himself. As he developed a much more faster and stronger flying Raijin, but his Raijin was different. As Tobirama's Raijin was such a technique that only left an after image behind as he teleported or disappeared to another position, but Naruto left a destroying thundering clone that would be quite destructive in nature and appear with a lightning boom on the other side. So he was given the title Sonic Boom because he arrived with a boom and lightning following suit after that, causing a lot of destruction using that technique, which was labeled as a triple S rank secret technique of the Namikaze clan by the Senjus. And Naruto was a seal master in his own right after passing the test from none other than Mito herself, the royalty of the Uzumaki clan, and a seal mistress herself. Naruto began to write books for younglings to learn this art, and also became a honorary Uzumaki in his own right, which was quite honorful for him. And then the time came when the three Sanins returned back, becoming a legend in their own right. As the three of them were able to make contracts, Tsunade became the Slug Princess, Jiraiya became the part of the Toad clan, and Orochimaru became the summoner of the Snake clan. Naruto was proud and happy for his, well, friends, as he called them all, and they were quite happy of Naruto as well for his, well, techniques. And soon after that, they were given a task, as Hanzo has declared war on Konoha, the first major village that he was going to take down. And that is when they went there, and Naruto alone was able to take him to the point where he was on his knees. And not only that, he was panting heavily and had a lot of wounds on him. But Naruto was poisoned way too much and at the time was on the ground. Now is your chance. Go for it. As the three Sanins did what they could and defeated Hanzo the Salamander, earning them the title of the legendary three Sanins and the Thundering Ghost, the Thunder Dragon. It was the title given to Naruto by the whole elemental nation, the Thunder Dragon himself. As for Naruto, he was able to survive thanks to Tsunade, and after they celebrated this small victory over Hanzo, we see that the other villages begin to grow wary of the strength that Konoha now held. The Thunder Dragon, as well as the three legendary Sanins, and not only that, Mito Uzumaki, Tobirama Senju, and none other than Hiruzen Sarutobi. Such powerful names in one village was upshifting the scale of power way too much. So, Iwa again, alongside with Kumo and Kiri, declared war on Konoha. And this time, even the Sanins have their own students that they were taking care of, and many losses were occurred. Naruto himself witnessed a lot of losses. One such was the loss of his, beloved friend Sakumo Hatake. He became a father just now, his older brother figure, his best friend, as such who he could trust with every secret of his life. The first friend that he made after arriving into this village was taken from him, and all hell broke loose. He made sure his enemies knew why he was called a Thunder Dragon that day. More than 2,500 shinobis within just 1 minute were wiped out from the face of the earth itself by the destructive lightning fly-riding technique of his. As Naruto was only starved by Tsunade because of his rampage, was if continued that even the allies would have gotten hurt, and the enemies retreated for the time being, but the war was still not called off. As during this time of peace, we see that Naruto and Tsunade confessed their loves for one another and finally married. Soon months begin to pass by and still there were skirmishes going on and a lot of Hokage debates left and right. Hiruzen would usually go for 2 to 3 Kage summits each and every month so that there would be an end to all of this, but still they couldn't reach to any terms because all of them were terrified of the power that Naruto possessed. And not only that, they were still raging with vengeance on the Thunder Dragon for taking down their beloved ones. They were now calling him the Bloody Thunder Dragon because of how much blood he had on his hands. And that is when Tsunade gave him the news that she was pregnant. As that is when Naruto became the most happiest of all out of all, and he told his only precious ones that he was going to have a child soon. One of them was Tobirama and Mito alongside with Hiruzen himself. That is great, Naruto. As Naruto looked down, looking not that happy. What is it, Naruto? If anything happens to me in this war, because I know I am the reason for it, I want you to know something. Hiruzen, senpai, please protect my child and my wife. Naruto, nothing would happen to you. You are a strong shinobi. You know what? I'm not. Since I heard this news, I have been afraid of dying. I'm nothing more than a coward. On one side, it was Sakumo-san who took down his life to protect his loved ones, and on the other side, it is me. Tsunade is watching over an Uzumaki girl right now, right? Kushina, was it? Yes, she is going to be the next Jinchuriki soon. Are you sure about this? I still do not agree for you to do this. At your age, you would not be able to survive. I have lived out my life, Naruto. Even Tobirama has realized that by now, and my decision is final. It is for the best for this village that I do this. But you don't have to. Please, said Naruto. Same could be said for you, Naruto. You don't have to sacrifice yourself or anything. You have a whole life ahead of you. I have, where on the other hand, lived out mine. And it is my final duty as the matriarch of the Uzumaki and Senju clan that I passed down the Biju to another Uzumaki girl. Watch over her as well. I will, with everything I have. As now we see, after that sudden attack happened on Konoha during the birth of, well, Naruto's son. Naruto, after that, dashed alone into the battlefield. As Tobirama, after arriving there, he saw was laid down because he too was killed. And not only him, many of his people and comrades were dying. Seeing this, Naruto released his ultimate technique. More than 8,000 shinobis, which were their backup. Every ounce of shinobis from other villages at the time. More than 90% of each village was eradicated alongside the bloody Thunder Dragon, who took down himself alongside 8,000 more shinobis and konoichis combined, shaking the elemental nations once and for all. Instead of celebrating his death, his enemies now feared him even more, because if his techniques are passed down, more people will be born like him. As on the other side, when Tsunade and Konoha heard the news that their strongest legend has died, they were shocked to the core as well. Mainly Hiruzen, Danzo, Koharu, and Homura, who saw Naruto as their little brother. And as for Tsunade, who not only lost her uncle, her grandmother, her husband, and now her brother as well, she was left heartbroken and was close to, well, going numb when Hiruzen and alongside Jiraiya and Orochimaru tried their best to console her. But that is when all hell broke loose when Tsunade said something. "Are you out of your mind, Tsunade?" said Hiruzen. "I am in my right state of mind, Sensei. If that child stays near me, he is gonna die." "Again with this bullshit, Tsunade. Nothing will happen." "Everything will happen if he stays here with me. I'm not gonna allow him to stay here, or allow myself to get near him. Even if I love him, I can't. You have to understand. I'm cursed. Everyone I love just dies." "That is just bullshit, Tsunade," said Jiraiya. "No, it isn't." "What are you gonna do then, if you're not gonna raise him? Just throw him away here in the orphanage and go on your way on a long vacation or something?" "Yes." "What? What do you mean by that?" "I'm leaving this village. There is no one left here. This village has consumed everyone. Every loved one of mine. The boy's name is Naruto. Naruto wanted Minato. His name would be Minato Namikaze. And that is all." "Are you out of your mind, Tsunade? And I can't watch over this baby girl as well. Kushina, was it? She will stay with you. I have been watching over her, but I won't be able to do so for long. She's only a few months older than Minato. Take care of both of them, Sensei." As after that we see, as the sun rose, after the first day at the end of the third great shinobi war, we see that young Minato and Kushina were left there, all on their own. As after that, time began to pass by, as Minato and Kushina grew up, unaware of their parents as orphans in Konoha, but aware that they belonged to strong lineage, told to them by Hiruzen, who watched over them. As Minato went on to become the Yellow Flash, but not at the great level of his father, because, well, his mother wouldn't allow it, because that dangerous power consumed her husband, her beloved, and she wouldn't want that for her son. Even if she was away, she loved her child, but considered herself the cursed one. And as for Kushina, some bad news happened. Iwa and Kumo turns out have eradicated Uzishio Gakure after the third great shinobi war, and was again planning to assault Konoha and crush Konoha again. The first Konoha crush, it was called, as they were at their teenage years, and once it happened, Minato marked his name and so did Kushina, getting the titles of the Red Death as well as the Yellow Flash of Konoha. They were considered the heroes, and the first Konoha crush was stopped. As after only that, we see Minato was put into the motion and notion of becoming the next Hokage after Hiruzen Sarutobi himself. But it was not because of them being considered as heroes alone, but because of what his sensei, the second Hokage, has told him. When Naruto announced the news that he was going to be a father, his sensei told him that Naruto would be the perfect candidate if he aims to retire to be the next Hokage, and seemingly the other three elders also agreed at the time now. But seeing Minato and Kushina, they saw Naruto within his child, Minato. So they named him the next Hokage after what he has done, defending their home. As now we see the elders and the retired soon-to-be Hokage Hiruzen at their age enjoying themselves. You know, I am happy, Hiruzen, of how things have turned out. If Minato wishes for my root to be retired, then I will do as he says. Are you okay with that? I mean, when I asked you to do that, you wouldn't budge. It was because at the time it was needed. And what makes you think in the future it wouldn't be? You're right. But I am, like you, getting too old. And unlike you, I can't pick any successor. You know? That is because you have trained those poor souls into mindless controlling tools of yours. Yes, whatever you call them. But they were once our enemies, right? Or those who wishes for revenge. Same like Naruto. You know, if you integrated motions into your root, there might be a possibility that they could become a regime of our armada. I don't wish for that. Root stays as it is, in the shadows, willing to get their hands dirty for things that the other Anbus even wouldn't consider to do. Yeah, I know about that. Plus, Sensei has given me this duty to watch over the village from the shadows. No, he gave you the duty to keep me in line. Whatever. I understood what his Sensei wanted, and I will be doing that. I am your shadow, Hiruzen. Have been. It is time Minato picks his, I guess. And as soon as Minato was announced as the Hokage, he decided to marry Kushina, and his shadow Hokage became his friend Fugaku Uchiha. As he was named as the Hokage, we see Minato and Kushina at home at the time after a few months of becoming Hokage. It was revealed that Kushina too became pregnant, and they were going to have a child soon. As that is when Jiraiya arrived, and after hearing this news, Jiraiya got emotional, and that is when he revealed everything about his heritage to Minato. As after hearing this, that his hero, the legendary Thunder Dragon of Konoha, was his father, Minato was emotional. As he then said, "You know what, Sensei? What is it, kid?" I was kind of, aware of that. Whenever I looked at him, I kind of felt warm. I don't know how to say this, but it was like he was always proud of me or something. I knew he would be. It was at one point his mission to become a Hokage. He wanted nothing more to protect you and Suna. But I guess she was too much heartbroken at the sudden loss. Her grandmother, her uncle, and then so many people died. And so did your father. She didn't want it to be close to you because she thought of herself as cursed, and to this day she does. Now I know what I would name my son, and I want you to be the godfather of him. No, I can't do this, Minato. Promise me that you will keep yourself safe this time. I'm not gonna do what I did for Naruto. Not again. I don't have the will to continue on if you get hurt. You're like my son, okay? As well. And I'll be pissed if something happens to you. So you better not be aiming to die like your father. That dumbass didn't thought of anything and just went straight first into the battle. And after seeing what happened, he just took down 8,000 shinobis with him, thinking that it would solve everything. All of his problems will be dealt with. To be honest, it kind of did, didn't it? No, it didn't. Look at your mother, kid. She's nothing more than a former husk of her former glory. I know. Please, can you send this message to her? I will pass this along. You don't have to worry about anything. I I see. As after that, we see time began to pass by, and soon that day arrived, the cursed QB attack day. The day of October 10th. Everything was going peaceful, and that is when all hell broke loose, when the masked person appeared and attacked Konoha after freeing the QB. At the time, the infant child was crying, as that is when we have a cutscene where we go towards Naruto, who was hovering in a seemingly endless white void, as his soul was called out, in front of a white spear that was glowing brightly. What? Where am I? You have been tossed and blessed with a blessing from Kami, Naruto. You are to be sent back to the world you belong to. Elemental nations. Yes. To mend some broken hearts, to live the life that you wish to live, and to save your home once more time. I see. You will be you in this life again. Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki. As after that, Naruto's eyes opened, and after the light disappeared, in front of him stood a blonde-haired man and a red-headed woman, who seemingly had been pierced by someone. His eyes widened as the blood dripped from the nail and onto his stomach. What is going on? Listen to me, Naruto. Your father and I were both proud of you, and forever will be. As after Kushina said her canon things, we see Minato then said, You know, I thought to myself as orphan. I thought that name Minato didn't meant anything. Until I decided to become a shinobi and become a legend after finding out that my hero was none other than the Thunder Dragon. After listening to his story, he became my hero. And after I found out that he was my father, I was shocked, and I understood that I was too going to become a father. I decided to name you after him. You are my son. You are Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. As Naruto's eyes were wide. Wait, this can't be happening. Is this my son? Thought Naruto inside the body of the infant child, as he then saw both of them were now on the ground as the QB disappeared. But the young child was stopped crying and could only stare in a void with shock-filled eyes that tears flowed uncontrollably from. As an old Hiruzen picked him up, seemingly the kid has gone into shock. Naruto, huh? I see, so Jiraiya told you, Minato. As Hiruzen too shedded some tears. Shut up, you're celebrating, people. Your Hokage has perished. We will hold a grand funeral for those who have perished as well. Gather every fallen of your comrades and bring them to the morgue for preparations. As after that, we see Hiruzen begin to walk on his own back to the village, leaving his successor behind with a hat in his hand. As soon as he stepped inside the council chamber, the civilians, the shinobis, and the elders just started to lash out at him. What happened to Minato? What is going on here? And who is this child? This is their son. This is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And he is the Jinchuriki of Kyuubi no Yoko. But why would they do this to their son? Scum him to... Don't you dare say that, said Koharu. Both Minato and Kushina wouldn't do that. Would you have given your child up to be sealed, to be used as a seal to seal the Biju? No, I wouldn't. Why would I? He had the guts to do that. He saved you, and this is how you would repay him, by denouncing his legacy? You can't do anything. We as the council and the shinobi side accept him as the lineage of both Minato and Kushina, and there's nothing you can do about it. We are the important part of the village too, for civilian matters. And this boy is a shinobi, from a shinobi lineage of legends that you cannot even hold a candle to. He is the grandson of the great Naruto Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Are you going to still denounce his legacy? As after hearing the name Naruto Namikaze and the value it holded to Konoha's heart to this day, they all simmered down, and they were shocked. As that is when the shinobis, who also now realized this, were shocked. Wait, so Minato was his son? But it was a hidden secret. As you know, Tsunade and, well, Naruto were married, and they were about to have a child. And that is when he used his ultimate technique that earned him the title of the Thunder Dragon to take out the enemies of Konoha along with him. And that is what happened after that. Due to sudden losses, Kushina was not in the right state of mind, and Minato, for his safety, was placed there so that Naruto's enemies wouldn't try to get revenge on him. But if they find out that his grandson is alive, think about what will happen. And not about that alone, his father and mother had their own enemies, if you might remember. That child holds a lot of value to this village. Not only he is from a potent lineage, he is also the Jinchuriki of this village. Even if you want it, there is nothing you can do to lay your finger even on that boy, because that boy is too much precious to this village, said Danzo, backing up Hiruzen, as Hiruzen was happy for that. As after that, the civilians backed out and the council meeting came to an end as the elders and Hiruzen was seen in the office. I've contacted Jiraiya already. He said he will be here anytime soon. What are you gonna do about this boy? Hiruzen. Minato and Kushina have been lost as well. That masked person claiming to be Madara. The Uchihas. Danzo, don't be irrational. The Uchihas were on our side, but I saw the Sharingan. Minato said his last words as the Madara Uchiha before he died in your arms, didn't you? How did you? Rude. You still continued on with that, didn't you? I told you I will. I was not able to find a successor, nor was Minato. It was the Uchiha, Fugaku Uchiha, and I don't trust him. You ask the question to him and he denies it every time. There are no rogue Uchihas, that Uchiha's own. Then who the fuck was that? I am not gonna sit still. I am gonna get to the bottom of this. Even if I have to eradicate each and every Uchiha. Danzo, that is enough. Naruto is going to the orphanage. The best place, under the laces of Uzumaki. And as for the others, leave this matter to me. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Hiruzen, whether you like it or not, but I won't take any action. Good, because I won't allow you to. Enough, you guys. He has to realize that he is talking to the Hokage, and as Hokage, hold the authority. And as his shadow, if he hesitates, I have the authority from the previous Hokage to take action, which he is currently doing now. Are you just saying that I should go to war with the clan just because they're not disclosing their rogues? Yes, I won't. There has been already so much loss. We can't just suffer more. Minato and Kushina, and neither would Naruto would have wanted this. Don't bring them in. You don't know that. Of course I know. Unlike you. I know, said Hiruzen. Enough, said Homura. You both can continue your investigations and share notes after all. Me and Koharu would watch over both of you to make sure that you both stay in line. To hell with this. And do what you wish for Naruto is best. That name holds too much value for all of us, as we know. As after that we see Naruto spending a moderate life in Konoha. But this time, instead of people just fearing him and calling him demon, they would be kind to him. And after hearing his name, they would just smile at him, seeing that he resembled the real Naruto. And some of the elders just called him the reincarnation of Naruto around. The great Naruto, the Thunder Dragon himself. And unknown to them, he really was the reincarnation. And would be just thankful to all of them. It was quite weird for him to be his own grandson. But to hell with it, he says, as he went along with his life, and soon time began to pass by as soon he reached at the age of 5 where he unlocked his chakra again, and this time it was more destructive and potent. And so he began his journey in this new life to train hard again. And this time he saved a lot of girls again, from like Ino and Sakura from the bullies, as well as helping Tenten out with her kunais and so on, and also saving Hinata as well. And after helping most of the girls, he didn't stop there. He helped out Anko, who was drunk and was, well, almost trying to tear off the seal, the cursed seal on her shoulder, as Naruto met her. Hey, why are you trying to harm yourself, lady? said Naruto. You wouldn't understand, Brad. Go on with your life. Said a tired and, well, exhausted uncle. Why? I said get on with it. Beat it, Brad. Why can't you do a simple task that has been told to you? Jeez, this generation. Hey, you're being mean to me, said Naruto, playing along. Can't you see? I'm trying to die. Why are you trying to die then? This cursed seal that my stupid sensei placed on me before he defected. Who was your sensei? Orochimaru, the snake sign. After finding out this fact, Naruto was downright shocked to find out that his intellectual friend, that he shared a lot of knowledge and notes with, would do such a thing. Why would he do that? He wants to become immortal. I don't know what happened, but he suddenly went cuckoo and... because of that madness he left, after being found out that he was doing some experiments that were not authorized or something. Let me see the seal. What can you do? A small brat. Hey, maybe I can help you. Yeah, you can. Even Jiraiya-sama, the seal master, couldn't. Hey, when did Jiraiya become a seal master? At best he was mediocre, and he read from my books. Oh well. Can I see? Fine, go ahead, kid. As Naruto looked at the seal, and after that, he then said, Do you have any ink at your home that I can use? Chakra ink, you mean? Yes. Yeah, I do. As after arriving at her apartment that she shared with her friend Kurenai, who was shocked to see a young child at the age of 6 or 7 at their doorsteps, brought in by Uncle, was confused and terrified. Uncle! Have you gone insane bringing in a 7-year-old as your partner? And you, kid, how can you, at such a young age, be perverted? Where are your parents? I'm an orphan, lady. Oh, I see. But that doesn't give you a reason to hit on older women. As Naruto chuckled. Geez, kids these days, jumping to conclusions. Let's play along. This is fun. Oh yeah? I mean, she is kind of beautiful. Why are you getting jealous? I mean, you probably never got any ounce of attention, did you? As now Kurenai was a blushing mess, as Uncle for the first time laughed, feeling upbeat a bit. You know what, kid? You're funny. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna go easy on you if you just, play with the lady's heart and leave. You better fulfill your promise, Brad, said Uncle teasingly, because knowing that even Jiraiya and many of the seal masters have rejected to help her because it was unbreakable seal from Orochimaru, she doubted that the kid would be any help. But to her surprise, when Naruto began his work, the seal was broken almost within a minute. Done! As soon as this word was heard, Uncle was shocked. Oi, kid, obviously you're lying. The seal... Uncle, said Kurenai, shocked. The seal is gone. What did you do, kid? I told you I can help you. And I did. And just for future reference, Naruto drew some kanjis that were absorbed by her skin as a seal appeared. What did you do this time? Oh, this is a locking seal so that no other seal can be placed on your body without your knowledge. These are the hand seals to, allow someone. As after that, Naruto was about to say goodbye and leave, and he was pounced on by Anko and into a deep hug. You helped me. Thank you so much. As Anko was crying tears of relief, and that is when Kurenai as well realized that the kid had some real skills, and knew then and there that who she was going to pick as Genin if the time comes. As soon after that, both of them too began to spend some time on Naruto and train with him. If anything, they found out that Naruto was the one helping them out with becoming more professional in their areas and fields. Naruto became the second best T&I department officer, and as for Kurenai, she became the Genjutsu mistress as she was renowned for it now. As Naruto reached at the age of 13, as that is when Naruto decided that it would be best if he revealed, after becoming a Genin, his reality to Hiruzen, his senpai. As soon as he was given the test, he realized something was off. Wait, the Genin shouldn't be holed out to this test. And soon Naruto began his investigation and found out that Mizuki was deliberately trying to fail him. So he bought it and failed himself, deliberately, which caused huge shock for everyone since Naruto was the rookie of the year, or was going to be, as Sasuke became. A Sasuke who at the point had lost his whole clan was shocked as well to see this and realize something was off. Something must have happened, Naruto. Are you having an off day? Said Iruka. Must have been. Oh well, rules are rules, I guess. Sensei, I failed. I'll take the test again. When can I? In a few days, there will be a supplementary test for you, after I have a talk with Hokage-sama. But are you sure you're okay? I mean, you usually don't do this. I mean, come on. We can just pause him. I mean, it could have been a mistake. He could have been having an off day. No, I can't do that. He can have a supplementary test after, I made sure Hokage-sama agrees with it, but still. This is shocking. You can go, Naruto. As Naruto left, he was sitting alone while everyone was enjoying and was quite shocked as well to find out that Naruto failed, as that is when Mizuki approached him. There it is, and revealed to him what he wanted. So Naruto went towards Hiruzen's office and instead of doing anything, he entered a clone into the form of that scroll. Jeez, and he thought that I would do this. Naruto? My boy, what are you doing here? Senpai. Yeah, about that. Say, wait, Senpai? What do you mean by that? Listen, Hiruzen Senpai. I've been hiding something from you. It's me, Naruto. As Hiruzen rose an eyebrow. Of course it's you, Naruto. What has gotten into you? As Naruto then decided. Don't freak out, as he disappeared in a thunder boom and appeared next to him, as this caused huge amount of shocks everywhere. Mainly from Anbus that were hidden. That was the technique of the Thunder Dragon. Wait, how did you... See, I told you, Senpai, it's me. Wait, Naruto? But, it doesn't make sense. How? Right now I can't explain, since I am after a rogue shinobi. He is my sensei, or has been, known as, Mizuki, helping teacher around Iruka Umino, our class teacher. I remember. What of him? He has asked me to do this as a secret test, and I want to know why. So yeah, act naturally for the time being. You have a lot of explaining to do, you know that? I know, I will. Just please, okay, for the time being. Jeez, get out of here. I need to think. As after that, Naruto arrived, and within a few minutes he appeared there with a tied up Mizuki with black eye. And done. As Anbus then took him there as Naruto was seated. Now tell me, how the hell did you reincarnate into your grandson's body? Well, actually, I was kind of born with consciousness. Wait, so you have been conscious all this time and you could have told us? Yeah. And you haven't been doing anything? Well, no, I was living life. I mean, that is what Tobirama sensei told us to do. Not go out for revenge. Yeah, like, you left people to take revenge on. Destroying most of the population of shinobis from the rest of the elemental nation wasn't enough for you, right? Listen, I don't know how I was dead, I know that for sure. As Hiruzen got serious. I heard a light and I was told that I was blessed by Kami to be reborn here again, and here I was, boom, reborn as in the form of my own grandson. And what is this bullshit that Tsunade left our grandchild? I mean me here. And why didn't she look after our son? It's been a long story, Naruto. And what happened to Orochimaru? How come he become a cuckoo scientist? Well, the thing is that after you died, well, many things changed. Tsunade, she wasn't the best of her. I heard. Jiraiya, well, he stepped up and tried his best and made sure that your legacy wasn't found, so he built a spy network. Really? Jiraiya did? I mean, if I had thought any better, I thought he would have done that for his research. Yeah, me too. But he really changed. But Orochimaru, well, he became fearful. Fearful that he too might be consumed by power that overpower his body and die after seeing your death. And so he began his experiment. At first he wanted immortality. Wait, what do you mean by that? And then he changed his gender and found out he had feelings for you and he wanted you. What? I'm joking about the second part. But yeah, he has changed his gender and now he's a female. How is that? I don't know. Don't ask me. But what I can tell is that your picture was found in his office. As Naruto was shocked after finding this. Oh my god. Is this for real? Yes. As now we see. Naruto then said, wait, you said it was a joke. About the feelings, I don't know if it is confirmed or not, so I joked about that. Jeez, senpai. Alright, so I got a lot of catching up to do, don't I? Well, yes, of course you do, said a voice of a man as the door opened. Oh, hey, Danzo senpai, Koharu senpai, and, well, Homura senpai, you look a lot old. As Koharu bonked him on the head as Naruto was rolling on the ground. You dumb idiot. That is for making fun of us for the past 13 years. Yeah, you were very good at acting cold in front of me. Thank you, said Naruto. And that kind of hurts still. You always have been like that, dumb idiot. But I gotta say, you could be sent on some recon missions to the red light district of Eva. No. We were joking. So this is real. You are here. Yeah, I have been gaining my strength back. Training hard, as Sensei taught me, said Naruto as his hand was coursing through with purple lightning again. As his senpais then said, good for you, Naruto. And what is this, well, great threat? That I don't know. As that is when Jiraiya arrived there. That great threat would be Kaguya or Tsuzuki, the rabbit goddess. Wait, but before he could finish, he was punched in the face. That was for playing with all of us. You were not like this before. Hey, must have been my mother's genes. I mean, my daughter-in-law's genes. Jeez, this is creepy. You reincarnating as your own grandson. Yeah, kind of a fucked up situation, but here I am, I guess. As all of them were still quite confused, at the same time creeped out, and were happy to see their old dead friend and junior. So they let it slide, and after that time passed and Naruto and Jiraiya went on the journey to get back his wife. As soon as they discovered, we see that Naruto was able to pick up Tsunade's spirits and both of them hit it off. And after 1 week of their reunion honeymoon, we see all hell broke loose when it was revealed what he was in reality. I can't believe this. You are our grandson's body who I slept with for a whole week. Hey, but I'm legal by the shinobi standards, right? I'm a genin. Naruto, you're much more than a genin. You're a freaking Kage level shinobi. But still, inside of our own grandson's body? Yeah, I know, right? Kinda freaky world, but hey, I was happy to see you again, Suna-chan. As after that we see Tsunade then said, this is quite a big headache. I don't know how to do this. Should I, do this now? Hey, you are my wife and still are. Were my wife and still are. And I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna do much more. How about we make another son? No. God, please, stop about that. I'm already old enough to be a grandmother. As Naruto looked at her with a deadpan as Tsunade chuckled. Seriously, geez, Suna. Why did you not look out for Minato? I did. By getting away from him. I thought I was cursed. And I still think I am after seeing you in our grandson's body. Hey, quit with that, okay? It creeps me out as well now. As both of them chuckled. As after that we see, while this was going on in the lives of Naruto and Tsunade and the Konoha, we go towards Amigakure, where the masked person was, and so was his people, and Zetsu, planning to take each and every one of them Jinchurikis as their target, and they soon were going to begin their mission. And Naruto was there on their list. Unknown to them, they were coming to their own death. As soon as we see Tsunade returned with Naruto and Jiraiya and became the first female Hokage, all hell broke loose when Naruto was placed in the CRA, because he was the last of the Namikaze and Uzumaki clan, and surprisingly enough Senju clan as well, because of Tsunade being kind of his grandmother. As Naruto, after hearing this, was quite shocked and was still bummed out. But I'm still married to my wife. As Tsunade, who was also not happy and quite bummed out about this, pinched her bridge of the nose. Well, technically I am not married to you since you died before. As Jiraiya was having a blast and calling him a lucky bastard as well. You know, Naruto, for someone your age you are a lucky bastard. You know that? Ah, Jiraiya, seriously, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts if you continue to call me that. And you call me pervert every day. Good for me. Now I can finally get my revenge on you, prick. Yeah, whatever. As this was going on, we see when Tsunade read the the list of the women, she was quite concerned and confused. Wait, can you believe this? Most of them are Naruto's age. Yeah, so? Said Hiruzen. I don't see the problem. They are at 13 as well. There is Hinata Yuga, as well as Inoyamanaka, Sakura Haruno, as well as there is Tenten, and then there is something weird. Kurona, Yuhi, and then Anko Mitarashi. Oh, and don't forget me. I am his first wife, so obviously I'll be there as well to watch over him. Are you okay with this? I was having already a hard time dealing with you back when we two were together. So I doubt you would be any different than before, so says Tsunade with a blush, as that is when the other men realized and then called Naruto. Naruto? You lucky son of a bitch. As then is when Tsunade punched him. Don't call my daughter-in-law bitch, you son of a bitch. She called out to Jiraiya as Jiraiya was flying away. I'm okay, he called out. Nobody cares, Jiraiya, as all of them chuckled. As now we see, Naruto had a private marriage with all of them after going out with them. As Naruto's peaceful life was going on, soon Konoha crush appeared. And that is when he met his other wife. Turns out his old best friend was always a girl and never was a man. She always dressed as a man, hinging her voice. Orochimaru was her name, and she, in fact, indeed was in love with him. If it wasn't for Tsunade and him marrying, she would have nabbed him for herself. And she was aiming to remake him as her own. And after seeing her husband in front of her, she couldn't stand back. And thanks to Kabuto Yakushi, her disciple, she was able to learn that this was her Naruto, not the Naruto named after her Naruto, which was quite confusing. So, now we see them facing one another in the midst of the second part of the Chunin exams. Wait, you were always a girl? Yes, you dumb idiot. How is that possible? Orochimaru always had a flat chest, and you have quite a big... how should I say this? Don't say it, you idiot. Touch it. It's yours. As Naruto was having a nosebleed. Oh, curse you, Jiraiya and your Uchiha tactics. They have changed my mind and corrupted me too much. Enough about that, Jiraiya, idiot. As that is when Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Hiruzen appeared. Orochimaru. Hey, buddy? Said Jiraiya. Ugh, disgusting. As Orochimaru said and looked towards Naruto again with lovey-dovey eyes, as Jiraiya then looked down. Damn. And here I thought I might have a shot with her. Oh well. As Tsunade then said, keep your eyes off him, he's mine. I heard you're sharing him, so I came to take my share. Wait, so you will go arrest and come peacefully if I agree to this, Yes, I promise. Okay then, as that was it. As that is when Orochimaru was taken in and was punished, lightly though, because even though she conducted tests illegally, there was no one killed actually. So, she was taken back in, and Naruto vowed that he will treat each and every one of her patients, and that is what he did for the next upcoming months. And after that, we see a few years passed as Naruto now officially turned 15 again and had to marry them all. And by all I mean his girlfriends / his previous wife. So that is what he did in order. First was Tsunade, then was Orochimaru, then was Hinata, Ino, Sakura, Tenten, and then was the remaining ones. And after marrying all of them, Naruto made shadow clones and went to bed to do his job. And the next morning, anyone could barely walk except for Naruto. So, his mission was accomplished. But was it? Naruto forgot one thing why Kami reincarnated him again, and that was to deal with the disciples of Kaguya. And hearing the news that Naruto might be the Naruto the Thunder Dragon, they decided it would be best to attack Konoha. first and take care of the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. And at that time, unaware to everyone, Naruto and Kurama were having a bonding time of their own. Turns out the Bijus could turn also into the form of girls, and Naruto was, well, flirting his way and plowing his way through Kurama's anger and hatred. And right now, he and Kurama were snuggled up even in the mindscape. You know, Kurama-chan, what is it? Maybe you don't deserve this seal. Maybe you should deserve to be free. As Kurama blushed and hugged him tight. I don't want to be free now. You damn idiotic human. As Naruto chuckled. You're too cute like this. So, they were gonna have a lot of trouble once they decided to attack this village. And as soon as they did, all hell broke loose when the Thunder Dragon boom was heard, and one after the other the Akatsuki member was wiped out just because of the fear alone from that technique. And in the end, even the mighty Madara Uchiha, the masked person, was fallen by his hands alongside with Zetsu, or so Naruto thought, as Zetsu, using his last ditch of efforts, revived his mother, although not perfectly, through his sacrifice. Switching places with her alone in the seal, he bought her some time as she arrived there, and Naruto dealt with her after going full out again. But this time, thanks to Kurumi being with him, he was able to sustain all the damage that his body has taken. And not alone because of that, because of the DNAs mixed within him, his own Namikaze DNA, as well as Senju, Uzumaki being mixed as well. And so his body and chakra was much more stronger and potent, and this way he was able to defeat Kaguya as well. And after defeating every Akatsuki member and Kaguya, we see Naruto has fulfilled his prophecy and done his job, as he was panting heavily looking towards his wives who was rushing towards him. And soon after that, the whole elemental nation was announced with the arrival and reincarnation of the Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the Thunder Dragon, as the elemental nation called him, the Bloody Thunder Dragon, reborn now, again, was heard everywhere, and the fear spread out instantly. The older generation who warned the younger generation now were facing their first nightmare and knew better not to mess with him, because last time he wiped out almost all of them from the existence, and those who were able to survive vowed that they won't face him alone, and they, after hearing the news alone, died from the shock. And as for the rest of the elemental nation, just because of his fear alone, the peace was preserved, and Konoha was enjoying the peace that it had. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!